Hey guys, Mission Prepared here with you on this fine Monday morning. Sorry if there's any glare in the video. You guys know how I do it. Usually pace around outside while I'm talking to y'all. Got the little dog outside doing my thing because I don't smoke in my house. But it's a couple things, guys. Since Iran bombed Israel, obviously Iran thinks there's going to be some sort of retaliation. And Israel's been given the green light to retaliate, not right away, but Israel's been given the green light to retaliate in non-conventional means. I'm not really sure what non-conventional means, but I don't know if that's nuclear. I don't know if that's... I just don't know. I really don't know. One thing I can say for sure, though, is that once the U.S., NATO, and Israel get together and they decide to unleash hell upon Iran, it's not going to be good. It's definitely not going to be good. We're going to tear the hell out of Iran. And not only that, but... if I had to guess, I would say that Iran is our biggest threat right now. You know, Russia's threatened nuclear exchange with us. You know, North Korea, China, they've all threatened nuclear exchanges with us. But the likelihood of them actually doing something, probably slim to none. What has me concerned the most is Iran. Iran doesn't hold back. If they say they're going to do something, they're going to do something. So there's that. So basically what I'm getting at is if we go over there and rip Iran to shreds, how do you think they're going to respond to that? Because they know NATO's got a hand in it. They know Israel's obviously got a hand in it. Funny thing is Biden gave him the green light, but he says, just not right now. Let the dust settle real quick. Then we'll hit them hard. So I don't really know what they're waiting on. I know they're going to retaliate. That's a given. But to what extent? What are they going to use? What does non-conventional means mean? I have no idea. Guess we're going to find out. So, if Iran responds with nuclear weapons, guys, you bet your sweet ass some of those are aimed here at the U.S., guaranteed. Which leads me to my next thing. Ever since Iran started bombing Israel yesterday, or day before, whatever, I lose track of my days all the time. Ever since Iran started bombing Israel, the nuclear warplane went up, guys. It's been flying around the U.S. Not only that, but the National Guard is being moved throughout the U.S. and staged in strategic locations. And they're running drills to prepare for the worst. So I think they kind of expect something, guys. And no, they're not going to tell you. They're definitely not going to tell you. You know, you might get an air raid siren 3 seconds before something hits. And that's about all the warning you're going to get. They're going to keep it hush-hush up until fucking D-Day. You know what I mean? They're going to keep it hush-hush until something actually pops off. Which has me worried. I'm not like shaking in my boots, going to miss work worried. But, you know, I got my eye on it, so to speak. Blue Jay. But, yeah. That's something you guys are going to want to keep your eyes on. Pay attention to. Something's going to happen. I don't know to what extent. Definitely something's going to happen. And I've said it a million times. And I'll say it again. But I definitely feel like war is going to be coming to our soil. I definitely feel like we're going to see something probably in the decision-making states, you know, DC, wherever our nuclear arsenal is kept. You know, what is that, Minnesota, I think? Kept in ground bunkers there in Minnesota or something. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. But I know we have nuclear weapons in the ground, in silos, in a state, and I'm thinking it's Minnesota. So that might be targeted. Definitely probably the decision-making centers. More than likely Washington, D.C. I'm not sure what other ones, guys. But you're going to want to keep your eyes on it. Pay attention to what's going on. Because, I don't know. I feel like this retaliation Israel and NATO and the U.S. are going to perform on Iran is going to be detrimental. At the moment, I'm not even worried about Russia. I don't trust them bastards over in Iran, though. They are ruthless. You think Vladimir Putin's bad? No. Whatever that idiot leader's name is over in Iran, man, he is not one to be messing around with. So, I don't know. Prepare the best you guys can. You guys already know. Have a bug out location. If you're in a bigger city and something pops off, plan to get out of those bigger cities. The fact that the National Guard is strategically locating throughout the U.S. has me a little concerned. You know, why would they need to protect key places throughout the U.S. if they didn't expect something to come in? You know, maybe this delay that Biden gave Israel, you know, he's like, wait, you know, just hold up a minute, see what happens. Maybe that's just to, you know, let the dust settle so we can get stuff in place in our own country. Give us enough time to get ready, you know what I mean? So you never know. It's getting crazy, guys. I don't know why the doomsday plane is up in the air, flying around the U.S. Our own doomsday plane. Why would you fly around the U.S.? Another report coming out real quick is the sleeper cells throughout the U.S., guys. We've already seen attacks on, you know, cyber attacks on our infrastructure, our basically our water filtration plants, attempted cyber attacks on our electrical grid. And there's hundreds a day, guys. Hundreds of attempts a day. And one of these days, they're going to be successful. Just talk to anybody that works at a power plant or, you know, a water treatment facility, and they'll tell you. Well, maybe they won't tell you, but if you know somebody, they might tell you. Yeah, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of attacks, attempted attacks a day. And once one of those becomes successful, oh, we're screwed. As far as I know, the National Guard, apparently there's 9 key substations throughout the strategically placed throughout the U.S. If you take out several of those substations, it can knock out the grid to the entire country. I don't know if they're like switchable stations, transfer stations, in case power goes out in one area, you can reroute it. I'm assuming that's probably what it is. It's going to be the switcher stations or whatever, where you can just flip a switch and reroute it down a different line to that same area. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming that's what's being attacked, because if you knock those out, well, you're not switching power and sending it somewhere else. So, guys, make sure you have a backup generator. I got mine sitting right there. I got one there. I got a couple over in my shed. And then behind me, as you can see, I got the old trailer. Got the old camper. I don't know if you can see on top of the trailer, but there's solar panels up there. Currently charging the batteries housed in that area. I got this, what I was talking about yesterday, this water tank here. 65 gallons. There's a spigot on top for airflow, spigot on bottom for distribution. I got to figure out how to mount that on top of the camper, or the trailer that I have. Obviously my camper has an internal water storage itself, But basically what I'm trying to do is figure out how to mount this without breaking the topper on that trailer, because that water jug full 65 gallons is 520 pounds. I'm not sure if the roof can support that, especially going down the road, hitting bumps, etc., etc. If you guys got some ideas, I'd gladly take some advice. I was going to mount it underneath, guys. Before you say anything, I was going to mount it underneath where the old gas tank was in that old Dodge trailer. However, there's a bunch of jagged metal in there that I'm worried is going to puncture the top of this tank, which obviously I do not need. I got several pumps that'll run off that. You guys seen it yesterday's video. I was running a battery charger off of that power inverter and a couple batteries, and I did get my daughter's vehicle started, by the way, off of that. So I really don't want to mount the water tank underneath, but then the other issue I have too is if I mount the water tank on top, how do I prevent algae from growing in it? I mean, water purification tablets might do it, I don't know. If it's in direct sunlight, typically it'll grow algae. That's why you see people with IBC totes in their backyard covered with a black tarp, and that raises another problem. If I mount it on the roof and I paint it black, keep sunlight from getting in there, algae growing, then the water's going to be hotter than hell. And it might build pressure in there, I'm not sure. So I got a couple things in mind to try to figure it out. I'll show you guys real quick. Give you another quick look-see. Maybe give you some ideas. This is what trailer. I can't really stand it upright because then the water ain't gonna flow, and I don't want all that pressure on one side. Let's see. See, I got a water system right here, guys. See that hose? It's hooked to this switch right here. If I flip this switch, listen. So that's running off my batteries. This is actually a supply. The pickup is inside, wrapped up. Again, you got my solar panels. Let me climb the ladder here. See, this is the roof. I'm not really sure what to do with this. Got my solar panels up here. I can always set those on the ground. That ain't a big deal. I was thinking about setting it between these rails, but it's already flexing with me barely hitting it. So I'm not sure if that'll hold 520 pounds. I could probably brace it from the inside, guys. There's really nowhere to mount it back here. What I was thinking about doing, oh, it's on the other side. Sorry. What I was thinking about doing is mounting it up underneath to where all I got to do is flip open the old gas cap, and I could fill it that way, which would be ideal. I gotta fix that too. I need a seal on that or some goop. I don't know, guys. If you have any ideas, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'm open to any suggestions. I think with this trailer, I'm trying to stack, 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound hat, if that makes any sense. 10 gallons of shit? A 5-gallon hat? I don't know. Whatever. You guys know what I mean? I don't know. I might be able to make it work under there. I'm getting old, though, guys. I hate crawling under shit. So, yeah. Get stocked up. Let me know what you guys think about the new intro, or should I go back to the old one? I got bored last night and created a new intro. I don't really know if it's fitting. I don't know if you guys will like it. But let me know. With that being said, guys, get stocked up. Never stop planning ahead. This could be big, it could be nothing. You never know. But either way, you don't want to get caught empty-handed. You know what I mean? So keep your heads on a swivel, guys. Get stocked up. Love you all. Till next time. Michigan Prepared out.